timing. Launching out of Roseville at the kayak place. You might remember this bridge. You know, tried to do some magnet hunting and find some murder weapons, and I got some fence post clips. Anyway, half decent day for it. Let's see what we can find. So 1k down the track and you'll actually get split into two. Down the right hand side you've still got Middle Harbour, and then down over here there's another track. It's a little bit smaller. Unsure what it's called because if you look on my app it doesn't really say anything, but the walk down there is called Diggers Trail. Obviously not going to go down there today, but we'll keep pushing on. At 1.7, yep, 1.7 from the boat launch, you've actually got this nice flat area with a sandy beach. You could probably sneak a night's camping in there, leave no trace. The bottom looks, you know, it's all oyster covered around here, but the bottom here looks actually pretty good. Even though you know there's bull sharks here, I'd swim here. Like you can see the bottom, not there, but you know, closer to the shore, you'll be fine. And what's more is it's taken me 28 minutes to get here. And it's just me and 3.74 million cicadas. And that I can handle. Alright, so we are, let's just have a look here. Exactly 2.49 to be precise, from the kayak launch. And now we go into a part. That down there is Gordon Creek, and now we're going still up Middle Harbour, but towards Middle Harbour Creek, and we're actually on a sandbank. So it's a very easy kayak, and I actually really highly recommend it. It's peaceful and bloody lovely, and I wouldn't mind going down there one day. Should I just do it today? Let's do it today. All right, Gordon Creek. We're going to do Gordon Creek as well. Why not? So still going down Gordon Creek, and it's bloody lovely. I really need to design something on this kayak that I can just plonk right there, and it kind of clips in here on the GoPro handle, so when I'm not using it I just go plonk. I want ideas, man. Look at this little cave set up here. Absolutely beautiful. I'll try to bring you closer. How cool is that? Now I know some people might portage this. But I reckon I've got about another couple 100 metres worth of accessible creek. So I'm going to say the Gordon Creek is done. If you're kayaking, you know, Middle Harbour and Middle Harbour Creek and stuff, it's actually really worth it. Come down. They've got really good cave structures, or, you know, cliff structures. It's pretty deep, you can swim. There is fish everywhere. I'm not a fisherman, so look, I'm not going to say it's a decent fish or whatever. I wouldn't have a clue. But it's pretty nice. There was a shirt hanging from a tree. Maybe that's the sign, don't come past here. Or maybe that's where I'll do some magnet fishing and maybe I will find something. But I'm not in the deep south or the Appalachian trails right now, so I think I might turn around and try to find these stepping stones up Middle Harbour Creek after this wee detour. Alright, so I've pulled up at this spot. I think it's actually got a name, like some beach or something like that. I don't really know. We're 4.5 k's from the drop-in point. And we are at the intersection of... Alright, so I think that's Gould's Creek or something like that. That gets you back up to Forestville. And then this is the Middle Harbour Creek. So you can see we're on this like beach. However, I think I've got it wrong, because I think the beach is actually that one over there. We'll go and have a look. So yeah, 4.5 k's in, not too bad. Lots of crabs. Yeah, so there is a beach over through there. Now, as I was saying earlier, you may not want to swim here. I would, because out here you can actually see all the bottom. So not that deep. And then over around where some of those rock ledges are, it does get deep. Like I couldn't touch the bottom with my paddle, not that it's that long, it's like a metre and a half, so again, but still, to your shoulders if you're a short ass like me, that's alright. Now I also know that going up there, there's not much more navigable area, so what I'm going to do is do Middle Creek, out that way, and then I'm going to do up there, and then that's all Middle Harbour done. So yeah, bit of fun. So yeah, I was at the wrong spot. There's the beach, and now I'm kind of floating into the wrong area, so it's going to look like bad camera angles for a sec, but that's alright, you'll be right. You're getting the full immersion in the right hand while I paddle down. Alright, so there you go, that's the campsite there, or should I say stealth campsite. You're not allowed to camp here. My thing is this, if you do the right thing and you take some litter with you, technically you've treated the area better than what you found it. So do that. But this is a goddamn good swimming hole. I'm gonna leave the camera on for a sec, so ready for some immersion. This is lovely. Alright, so I apologise if I've made you seasick, but that's enough of me. Alright, so we're 5.7 k's in, but you know, minus the distraction of, I don't know, whatever the creek is that I did before. And we're at Rocky Creek. and still middle harbour. You can tell it's pretty shallow and we're at a lower tide. But the funniest thing just happened. I just kayaked past a bunch of young lads, and as I was kind of kayaking past, they were like, "Oh, can we swim under?" And I said, "Yeah, go for it." And they swim under, they were polite. And it just made me think about what I said before. You know, areas like this, if you're going to treat the area good, you should be able to camp there. You know, those police are doing no harm. So, and this is how we make sure these areas are kept that way, because we teach people how to use it correctly. So, there we go. All right, we're heading up. I don't know if the stepping stone area is going to be accessible because it's damn shallow. I've actually run aground. So, here we go. All right. So here we are. This is Stepping Stones Crossing. You obviously cannot kayak anymore, but you could portage. We're just going to go and have a look. These rocks, I mean not the ones here, but ones closer to the water, obviously very, very slippery. Yeah, once you portage, you could jump back in. Obviously looks like you could go for a little bit longer. I'm going to try and find some imagery to see how much further you could go. I'm sure that there's a closer point here that if I find that is kayakable. Is that the word? Kayakable? I like it though. Then we'll obviously drop off here and come back and finish it. We're 2 hours in, but that also includes like that 20-minute detour. So yeah, heaps of really good swimming holes here. Absolutely recommend getting this, you know, kayak done if you're interested in it. So the kids I spoke about before are about to cliff dive. Ready when you are.
Yep.
Yep.
Whew. It's good. Go, Charlie. He's sitting under there. Jump. Oh yeah. Oh shoot.
I just sat on the water, on the ground.
Alright, so we've done 8 Ks exactly, 2.5 hours done. We just finished Middle Harbour Creek, so I've gone all the way up to the stepping stones, come back, had kids swim under my kayak, had kids cliff dive over the kayak. That was pretty cool. I figured what we'll do now is just go as far as we can up this, I think it's Goss Creek, or I think it starts with G, but you know, right up around about somewhere around there. You're going to get a little thing that tells you what it is anyway. I'm never going to remember these names, who cares. And then that's it, that's all you hear from me until I get to the very end and tell you how long it took. Actually, technically that's a lie. I'm going to show you the end of this part too. Alright, so you go up creek starting with G, Goffs, Goulds, whatever creek, and you can make it 300 metres, but you will be bottoming out quite a bit, and this is as far as you can get up. Now, it's deceptive, but it's actually very shallow. Probably the only part of the trip that I'd say, don't worry kayaking up this part. The others though, up to Stepping Stone, fantastic. Down that, whatever the other one I went down was, again, awesome. This one just, nah. Alright, so that's it. That's all of Middle Harbour from Roseville, basically up all the creeks I could. 12 Ks, exactly. 3 hours and 45 minutes. Well worth it. Wasn't really a struggle. should have stopped for some swims, but you know, I didn't actually pack much. You could make a full day of that and just camp up where those kids were at the beach and jump off the cliffs and swim around and have a great time. Anyway, thanks for coming for the kayak. Oh, and as for magnet fishing, look, I did hashtag a few magnet fishing things because I do intend to do it. I did bring the magnet. I did catch some litter, but I caught the litter with my bare hands. Anyway, enjoy.